Hey, 5 days left, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here investigating your favorite albums. And today I'm going to be doing an album review on the new Moor Mother album, Jazz Codes. So Moor Mother is an American rapper and this is her latest album, Jazz Codes. And the last time I covered her music on this channel, I talked about her collaboration project with Billy Woods with Brass, which is an album that came out not too long ago in late 2020. It is a fantastically dark and dreary abstract rap album with some of the most interesting and eclectic lyrics in hip hop in recent days. So Moor Mother has a solo project album, Jazz Codes, and obviously she's going to do some jazz rap. Except after listening to the album, I can confidently say that this album is more of an experimental rap album than a jazz rap album. I mean, sure, it has a lot of jazzy elements to it, jazzy keyboards, jazzy pianos, jazzy drums, jazzy vocals, but all of these aspects are deconstructed and mixed in a way where it doesn't even sound like hip hop. I mean, it is hip hop, but it is very experimental, very washed out, very mashed together, and it's just very deconstructed and it doesn't have much in terms of structure. And also, every single track here has a feature, even though almost every single track. And even though the features don't do all that much, it still feels like a messy here and there jazzy experimental rap album than anything else. So yeah, I'm not huge on this album. I think a good bulk of this album is not the abstract rap I know her to make. So it's bound to put some of her fans off, but I think overall it's still a really solid project. We have the album opener Umzansi, which gets really psychedelic really fast with the mystical woodwinds, the deconstructed trap beat, and the very, very heavy reverb, which carries onto the second track, April 7th, which gets really noisy and structureless, almost euphoric. Now, we also have several other tracks that are quite good. We have Golden Lady, where the track basically enters R&B territory with R&B vocals. And then we have Woody Shaw, which is a really relaxing track with soulful guest vocals and some lukewarm keyboards. Then we have Meditation Rag, definitely one of the more dramatic cuts on the album. We have a crazy array of random noise on this track. And on this track and many other tracks, it honestly feels so much more experimental than it is jazzy, given that half of the sounds we're listening to aren't even the usual hip hop sounds that we are familiar with. We have all sorts of sound effects, especially on the track Dust Together, where we have these weird bubbly sound effects. I kind of like that. Now we have one track that actually sounds very much like a hip hop track. That is the track Rap Jasm, with great features, a lot of energy, a lot of passion, and I like the beat. It is a really solid track. But immediately afterwards, we are continuously going through this muddy, thick, dense pool of random noises. We have Blues Away, where we have some croony vocals on top and some psychotic drunk yelling at the back. It's ghostly, it's weird, and I somehow kinda like it. And we also have the track Arms Save, which is one of the dustiest, smokiest, and weirdest tracks here with a non-beat. The beat on this track, if there is one, sounds like insects chirping and cogwheels turning against each other. This is like the whole track. And it honestly sounds really interesting. We also have the track Barely Woke, which is, for some reason, drum and bass. Moor Mother is trying her hands on some drum and bass, and it actually works. It actually sounds very fun. It has a lot of energy. That being said, though, the ending is really weak. The tracks Noise Jism and Thomas Stanley Jazz Code outro is literally a white noise ambient track and then a spoken word track, respectively. And that is the ending of the album. It's kind of weak. And some of the tracks on this album is just too washed out in order to be memorable. Tracks like So Sweet Amina, Real Trill Hours, and especially Blame. I think these tracks are just really boring and mundane, doesn't really provide all that much. But still, that being said though, a bulk of the album is enjoyable, and also like the lyrics. Once again, Moor Mother is as eclectic and as smart as ever, providing socio-political commentary here and there. And overall, I think it's all right. I think it's an all right album. Feeling a light 7 on this album. So, have you listened to the new Moor Mother album from When Did It End, which is rated, like, and subscribe if you want more. And thanks for watching.